Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Here today we're going to be looking at the Bay Park lesson. So we've got the PDI who's going to be delivering the lesson to me, his trainer. So I'll be enrolled for that. And as I say, we're going to do a new subject as the Bay Park. So this will be a new subject for the pupil. They've not done this one before. They've already driven to a suitable location. And on the way, any feedback has already been given. So we're going to start with a nice clean slate and just get into the actual manoeuvre, the Bay Park itself. Previous experience wise, the pupil has already done a turn in the road last week, and they also pulled up on the right and done a couple of car lengths reversing. So they've had a go at manoeuvres, but this one will be a new one. So we're about to have a conversation about how to structure the lesson using the 3 key skills when planning a manoeuvre lesson, which are observation, coordination of controls and accuracy. So have a listen and see how that plays out. Do I know about the 3 key skills? Are you happy with if you had to grade someone or evaluate someone's skills as for manoeuvring, we could break it into 3 key skills.
Yeah, we did that with the 3-point turn, control, accuracy.
Yeah. The one we were talking about in the car park.
Observations,
yeah. That one. Good. Yeah. So
yeah.
So that's a nice little structure in it.
Yeah.
To break things down. If you name any fault that I could do whilst manoeuvring, it'll fit into one of those 3 little pigeonholes.
Yeah.
It's a good little framework structure to. I use it.
Yeah.
Not everyone does. It's just a teaching strategy, if you like, that you could use. It's good that if you're evaluating it, so how do you think you did on that Bay Park, Howard? Oh, I don't know. It's a bit vague, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how was your observation? Well, that was good. But let's say I weren't in the bay. How do you think was your actually? Oh, that's good. Alright, so your observation's good, your control's good, but if we could fix accuracy, so it kind of helps it.
Yeah.
Rather than the Bay Park, it's more specific. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Okay, so the PDI is ready to give it a go. They're going to start by setting some objectives, give me a briefing as I need, and then some guided practice.
Okay, Howard, so today we're going to learn another one of the manoeuvres. We've done the 3-point turn.
Yeah.
To turn in the road, and today we're going to learn the Bay Park.
We did the other one, didn't we?
Yeah, the pull up on the right.
Pulled up on the right.
Yeah.
Is that a manoeuvre?
That's it. That's another one.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And we're going to learn another one today, which is Bay Park. Okay.
Yeah, brilliant.
With the Bay Park, as you can see, we're in a car park now, and you can see around all the cars in the bays. You can see they're all parked different ways in the bays. Why do you think they're parked different ways in the bays?
Well, they're all in the bays. I can't see
yeah.
anyone sort of in 2 bays. They all look pretty neat.
What about if you look at this blue one here compared with the ones all next to it?
That blue one?
Yeah. The way he's facing?
Oh yeah, he reversed in, didn't he?
Yeah. So we've got a few options with how to enter a bay and how to park in a bay. Why do you think he's reversed in instead of going forwards?
Well, that van that's reversing out now, I mean, because he's in a van.
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been more difficult because you can't see anything.
That's right, yeah.
That girl's walking across there.
Yeah.
If he's reversing out, how would he wouldn't have, I mean, because he can't do what we do, looking at the back.
No, exactly, no. So there are pros and cons with both ways. So if you think about it, if you pull into a bay forwards, like you just said, we've already mentioned the con of pulling in forwards. You've got to reverse out, yeah. And what's the problem with that? Can't see.
Can't see pedestrians and
that's it, yeah.
People.
No.
Cars.
So, why do you think the better method would be to reverse in?
Yeah, that would, because it'd be easier to drive out, wouldn't it?
That's it.
Safer.
Yeah, safer. Yeah, that's it. We can see all around then as we exit.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people are parked in forward so they can get in their boot, but there is another way we can do it as well.
Of course, yeah. If you're going shopping, you'd want to.
Yeah.
Do the shopping in the back.
That's it. Yeah. There is another way we can do it as well. So we can drive in forwards, we can drive in backwards, or we can drive all the way through. You've seen people do that before. So
Well, yeah, when
you get two bays, one in front of the other, you drive all the way through and then just stop. That's the easiest method of the lot.
Best of both worlds, then, isn't it?
That's it. You're already in the bay. You can drive. Yeah. What's the benefit with that? You can drive in.
Well, then you can drive out again.
That's it. You're always looking out the front of the car, aren't you? Yep. Yeah. No reversing at all then.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. See, that's okay to drive through the bays if you're parking up.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Today, what we're going to focus on though is we're going to focus on reversing into the bay. So we're going to be going in backwards. We're not going to drive all the way through. We're just going to go into a bay backwards. Okay. One of these ones on the right we're going to go in. We'll choose one eventually.
Oh, he's reversed, didn't he? Oh no, I bet he drove through that guy, didn't he?
He most probably drove through, I reckon. Yeah, but we're going to go in backwards.
We're going to go backwards. All right. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Another benefit with going in backwards is if the car park's busy. If it's really busy, it's a lot easier to get into a tighter space backwards than it is forwards, because we can get the swing a lot easier.
Oh.
Yeah. If you imagine, let's just pretend we're going to park in that bay. If you're to go in forwards and there's two cars in there, you've got to try and swing out and then go in. And you know, it's hard to judge where you are in relation to the two cars beside. So to get perfectly in the bay is a little bit harder forwards, whereas backwards we can move out and then we can go in backwards. We've got a lot more control as we go in the bay. Yeah. So that's what we're going to focus on today. With reversing into the bay, we've got two different methods that we can use. The first one, if I show you here, because we've got more bays here, so it's a bit easier. Let's just pretend we're going to park in this bay. Okay. Yeah. So that's our target. The first method, we can drive alongside the bay, keep going to the third line past the bay. Okay, so that's line 1, 2, 3. We can pull up beside the third line.
Yeah.
We can then put it in reverse. With full lock on the steering wheel, we can reverse right in, and the car will go perfectly in the bay.
Oh,
okay. And then there's another method, which is we can pull up next to the bay.
Yeah.
Probably about there.
Yeah.
So that's our target bay. We can then swing out to the left and then reverse in.
That's how my dad does it.
Yeah.
Which
method do you think is the safest method?
I don't know. I'll go with my dad. I don't know why though.
Yeah. Well, the reason why, you are right. That is the safest way to get in the bay.
Oh right. Okay. I'll take
good guess.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. There's a reason for that. That is let's just pretend we've got cars all parked in here. If I just put some cars in these two bays.
Oh right. Yeah.
Okay. We drive
car in that one.
Yeah. We drive completely past all of these and stop here.
You hit the third line. Yeah.
We'll make it into the bay.
Yeah.
Can you see in that bay now?
No.
So that's created some danger there. We can't see in the bay. We're just then going to full lock all the way around and in there. And
if you did that, someone's just trying to drive in it, wouldn't they?
That's it. That's the other thing. Yep. Imagine if we're going in one of these bays here and it was busy. If we drove past our bay, someone behind us just going to go straight.
Yeah, it's busy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or we could even imagine with this.
Am I allowed to open the window a bit?
Yeah.
It's just getting a bit foggy,
a
bit steamy. It's alright.
Yep. Another thing that could happen is if, let's just pretend we've got this van following us. We drive past, going to go in this bay. He drives behind us.
Oh, we had him on the way, didn't we?
That's it.
Right close to us.
Yeah. Now, how are you going to get in that bay now? You're not going to get in it now.
You have to go somewhere else now.
So, that method, it's not the best method at all.
Oh yeah, so if you swing across and no one's going to nick your bay, are they?
No. The method we're going to use today is the other method.
Alright, yeah. Cool.
We're going to pull up next to the bay, and if we have got traffic behind us, what could we do?
Just let signal.
People know. That's it, yeah. We're letting people know
they can drive around.
We're going in that bay, yeah. Once they're all gone around and we're completely clear, we can then safely park in that bay. Yeah. We now know no one's going to take that bay from us because no one else can get in it. What we then do, we're going to treat this with 3 positions, which we'll get you in a minute. and we'll get the reference points and everything. The first position is this position, so you're guarding the bay. Pull up next to the bay. That's your bay now. If you need a signal, we can let people past. After that, we'll then swing out. Where do you think you'd check? Just before we swing out. Where's that's it, yeah.
Over there.
Yeah. In case
it's like when we pulled off from the right, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. Yeah.
Because that's where the car's coming from.
That's it, yeah. So we've got to pay attention to there, because we are going to be going into traffic if we're on a busy... Let's pretend here we're quite quiet, but if we were over there where the main traffic is coming through the car park, we could be pulling out in front of someone.
Okay, yeah. Okay?
Yeah. So that's position 1. We'll then go into position 2, which will be here. Once we're in position 2, in your right mirror, you'll be able to see the line for the bay that you're going to go in.
Alright.
That's position 2. We then into reverse, check all around, and we'll reverse into the bay. Once we get to probably about here, we'll be able to see both of the lines in the mirrors. We can then straighten up the steering, and we'll go straight back in. Once we're in the bay, stop, and we're in. Okay. In order to do this, we use reference points, similar to when we did the 3-point turn. Do you remember the reference points
I
for
remember.
that? Yep.
Yeah, because I was struggling to judge where the curb was, and you helped me get a point, so I could judge that. So same going back, because it was really hard to see where the curb was and that.
So that's similar to this. So what we'll do is we'll pull up next to the bay and we'll get the reference points sorted for you. Because like we said, I
suppose the reference points will be on the lines, will they?
That's it. Yeah, we'll use the lines as the reference points, similar to when we used the curb with the 3-point turn.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, because that worked, didn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that worked. When you told me that helped.
Yeah, and it's different for each person, so we can't. It's not the same for every person, so it'll always be different. But the car will be in the same position. With this manoeuvre, it's going to be similar to the turn in the road that we did with the control. Do you remember how we controlled the car?
Get the bike not too high, otherwise we'll go too fast.
That's it, yeah.
Like when I peep and creep, just bite, dip it.
That's it, yeah.
Make the car.
Yeah, you going to use any gas?
No, you just cover it. You said before.
Yep.
I didn't need to rev it.
No.
I know you said the engine sort of.
What's the benefit with doing this manoeuvre nice and slow? What's that going to help us with?
More accuracy.
That's it, yeah. So we can get in the bay a lot better. If we go too fast, we're going to struggle to steer.
Yeah.
You know, we've got more time to steer going slower, so we'll be able to get in the bay.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. What we'll do then is we'll pick a bay.
Okay.
And we'll pull up in front of it. And what we'll do is we'll work out the reference points for you to park in the bay. Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of the briefing. I just want to provide some feedback on that. So lots of good points. Really good that the instructors discussed with the pupil the pros and cons about the options and what methods you could use. The briefing was a little long at 10.5 minutes. So all I would say to help the PDI shorten this is to streamline those options and pros and cons. It was a little bit long-winded, and it could be the goals could be more smart and so more specific and sort of really nail down what we're going to do. It was done, but like I say, a little bit long-winded. 2 options were discussed and on how to do it, and it was agreed on which method that they were going to use and why. So that was really good. Good use of visual aids throughout the briefing, so the people really understood what they'd be doing. I like the way that the instructor built upon previous knowledge that the people had on doing the turn in the road from last week, and talking about unique reference points rather than generic reference points, so that the pupil is going to be encouraged to find their own reference points, which is really good. So next, the instructor moved on to the practical element of the lesson and then started. But what we really need to see before doing that is that the instructor agrees with the pupil the level of help they will be getting. And a really good way of doing this would be to use the 3 key skills to do this. So we could say to the pupil, look, last week you did your turning the road, and I was really happy with your all-round effective observations. So could you take responsibility for that, for example? What's new about this manoeuvre is the accuracy. They've not done it, so they won't know about these reference points. So the instructor just needs to be clear that they will give them the help and support they need on the first attempt to do that. The instructor needs to be clear on responsibility for risk, so the pupil knows what they're responsible for and what will happen if things break down, and the level of intervention coming from the instructor.
What we need to aim for is try and get our door in line with the bay. So your door in line with the bay. Yep. And once we get roughly there, I'll tell you to stop, and then we can always adjust it to get it perfect.
What have I got to do with this door? Put it in across the bay I want.
That's it. Yeah. So we're going to protect our bay.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we call position 1. So we're going to choose a bay up there. I can see just the other side of that car that's parked there.
Yeah.
You see. In front of one of the bays, it looks like it's a patch of,
it's
over a drain cover or a patch of something there.
Yeah, I can see.
We'll choose that bay. That'll be our bay.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
Go up there.
Yep. And remember, as we move over, it's similar to the pull up on the right. So observations when we pull over, we are going to be going to the other side of the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of done this before.
That's it. Yep.
I won't go over yet, it's too early, isn't it?
Yep.
Pedestrian cross. Oh, quite there's a gap there, there's no gap. Path to nowhere.
Yes.
So that one with the
yeah, that's
cover.
it. We'll go that one with the drain cover there.
Where is first signal?
No need, no.
That one with the drain.
That's it, yeah. If you keep going, I'll tell you when to stop. Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you apply the handbrake and come out of gear,
Yeah.
and we'll turn the engine off.
Yeah.
So we should be now in position 1. Can you see where the white line is compared with your?
Which one? There's this one and there's that
We'll call them number 1 and number 2. So this one here is number 1.
Number 1, number 2, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1 should be pretty much in line with your shoulder. That's it. Yeah. Now, where do you think the front of the car will be? Do you think the front of the car is in line with
in front of the other bay?
Are you sure?
Well, if the door's here, I guess the bonnet's in front of the other bay over there somewhere. Right there.
It should be now, dead in line with the front of the car.
Really? Okay. It just seems that we're... I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
If you look at line 2 and see where it meets the door, so if you imagine on the door where it meets the door, about there, yeah. So yeah, that would be your reference point for this this position.
Okay.
So this is
so
where
we get this line on my shoulder, that line there.
Yep.
This is where I want to be.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm definitely in front of this bay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bay we're going to go in.
Okay.
Yep. So this is what we called, remember on the board, we called that position 1.
Yeah.
I'll show you one here.
You know, I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we're there now.
So the front of the car will be dead in line with the line.
Oh,
line
really?
2 of the bay.
Oh, you wouldn't think so, would you?
No, it doesn't look like it, does it?
Oh, but mind you, when we did that turn in the road, that's what I thought then, didn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Because it was like, I stopped well short, didn't I? You said, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
And because it was a lot, it was, yeah, but perspective, you said, yeah.
Yeah.
And I, actually, this reference point's similar, because when we went across, you said the curb would come in under, as far as, not sort of
similar, same
here,
place, yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. So if you now, the main thing you've got to remember now is where that line meets the door, line number 2.
Yeah.
And every time we pull up next to a bay that we're going to park in now, if you make sure that line meets the door in the same place, we'll always be in the same position.
You know, I could do this. If I could get back to this spot on another bay,
okay.
Easy, yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what we'll work on now is we'll get to position 2. Okay.
Cross there, wasn't it?
That's it. Yeah. If you remember when we did the turn in the road with the steering, can you remember what we said about the steering?
Don't dry steer.
That's it. Yeah, and steer quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steer, get full lock.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we don't want to be steering too slow. We won't get the right angle to get in the spot.
Okay.
Okay. So what we'll do, if you want to start the engine back up again.
Yeah. In first.
Yeah, and then prepare the car.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is, as we pull away, we need full lock to the left, and then I'll tell you when to stop once we're in position. What you should be looking for is we need good all-round observation, and in your right mirror you should see line number 2 appear in your mirror.
Line number 2.
Yeah.
That's that one.
That's that one. Yeah. So as soon as that appears in your mirror, stop.
Okay. I might need help because they'll all look the same, won't they? They'll be. Well, I don't know. They're all the same. I don't know. Oh, I'll try. But
Yeah.
Could you help me?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. If you'd let me know when you do see a line in there, and we'll stop, and then we'll see if this is correct.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So we'll go over there.
Yeah, if you go over there. That's it. Good observations. Steer nice and quick.
Yeah.
Now, in your right mirror, check your right mirror every now and again. See it. Wait until you see the white line.
There's a line there.
Yep.
There's a line in the mirror there.
If you keep going a bit, because I don't think we're quite there yet.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's line 1.
That's line 1. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, keep looking in that mirror.
Yeah.
And stop.
I'll go a little bit more.
Yep.
Now I'll stop.
Now you can see
So I
it.
went a tiny bit more. I'm just going to come out and roll.
Yep.
Because at that point I can just tell you've been so confident throughout
Yep.
about everything, and they just showed a sign of. And this is why I'll think, okay.
Yeah.
So you do feel confident.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Now, when you've done this in your car, we should have done it in your car, shouldn't we? Because
Yeah.
that'd help you. Like, you know, what's the point of doing an A1 and you've got a Mini?
Yeah. And mine's completely different. The mirrors drop to the lines.
On camera.
Yeah.
That's why we're in my car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Not very client-centered.
No.
So I'm just going to turn off.
Yep.
Because where we are here, we're good.
Yep.
That's worth pointing out. People can go round, can't they?
Yep.
This is a nice little train there, just to take a moment,
Yeah.
just to have a look. So, what I can see now, I could describe it to you, I could take a picture of it and show you it if you like.
Yeah, I do.
But
Yeah.
if I'm going to grab my camera and take a picture, there's some legal requirements in there.
Yeah.
For the engine off.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're off. Off.
Yeah.
Right, because there'll just be a visual aid. And this is something I would do, or I'd recommend you to, get to this point in your car, take a picture, and you know, like the little photograph
print it off.
there for the mirror setup.
Yeah.
You could do it here, couldn't you?
Yeah. Exactly.
You could just tag it into your little presenter
Yeah.
and say, when it looks like that, I'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That would be a good visual. So this is what you should do in your car, and I'm just going to give you a little visual aids. So this is the perspective I'm seeing. So I'll zoom that up.
Yeah.
So that line's kind of pointing right at my door handle now.
Yeah. That's it.
Should I show it to the camera? It might pick it up in my I'd tilt it because it might have seen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That is my perspective. The alternative, you could, if on the permission of your learner, just sort of move your head to here and get that view. So if you just come in and you can sort of see that view.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to sort of say, look, is it all right if I just lean over to?
Yeah.
But you can't really go in the space, so that would be a better
solution
to the problem, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that is it. And now from that point, that's the line I can tag onto, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. And follow it in.
And if we made the mistake of stopping just shy and having the other line, I'd be aiming at the wrong bay and it'll all go a bit wrong, wouldn't it? So it kind of would fall apart.
Yeah.
So this is right. I just wanted you to have confidence of that.
Yeah.
And give you a way, if you needed it, to have visual aids, what you could do to help your learner, rather than say, well, it's going to look like this or like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? How? So you could stop me here and show me the picture. I'm like, yeah. But not in a busy car park.
No.
Cool. All right. So shall I go back into roll?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Back in roll.
So we're now in position 2.
Yeah.
We've got the car across the road now, and you can see line number 2, what we mentioned.
Yeah. What it's doing is there's a line coming like to pointing right to the corner, really, at the door.
That's it. Yeah. And you can see the whole of the line now.
Yeah.
That's it. What we're going to do now is we'll reverse into the bay, and you'll be able to follow that line all the way in.
So will I be keeping this line sort of on this side of the car? So
That's it, yeah.
I'll finish parallel in a minute. Is that what I'm trying to go round?
Yeah. We're trying to keep within the line, so we don't want to go over the line. And what we'll see is, once we reverse, we'll start steering the other way, nice and quickly again.
That way?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually, you'll see line number 1 appear in your left mirror.
Oh.
As you see line number 1 appear in your left mirror, you can sort of judge whether you're straight or not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then we'll straighten the steering up, and then we can just carry on right into the bay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. If you start the engine again.
It's a reverse this time.
This time's reverse. Yeah. So remember, a lot of good observations all around.
Oh, that man.
And a lot out the back.
Just driven off. So.
In fast steering. And then you should be able to see in your right mirror.
Yeah, see it?
Yeah, that's it. And let me know once you can see the other line.
There, I can see it now.
Yep. We keep it there. Keep going.
Okay. Just out of roll briefly. Just as a tip there, because when it comes in, by the time you finish that sentence, a lot of your pupils will just keep moving. Then before you know it,
stop them.
You're out.
That's it. Yep.
So on this first one, like painting by numbers, just say like a guided tour, just stop there.
Yeah.
Keep your feet still. Or handbrake neutral. We're only going to be a little while. Not like that first one. Oh yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, just Howard, stop. There, carry on. And you can stop me like that gradually. So it's slow-mo.
Yeah.
For the first one, and I'm like, yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to go, what went wrong? Don't know. I don't know. No one knows, because it's like whoosh, it just shot in front of us. So don't be afraid to and then I will learn. You'll only have to do that once.
Yeah.
Back in roll. So I've stopped. Yeah, no, I can see that other line now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. If we keep rolling backwards as we are.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to end up on top of that line.
Yeah. How do you think you could correct that?
Steer this way.
That's it. If you steer this way, then.
So you could ask that.
Yeah.
You say, Howard, do you think you're going to go on top of that line? I'll be like, I won't lie to you. I'll be like, yeah, I do actually. Yeah. So I start saying, because otherwise you got to come right over here and have a look.
Yeah.
So you could see through my eyes, couldn't you? Yeah. So how's it look? Do you reckon you're going to go on top of it? Like, I do. Yeah. Start steering the other way. Yeah. Okay. So that's being said. Let's say. I'm looking round, there's a cyclist there, and I'm going to steer the other way then. Yeah. And do you want me to stop?
Stop.
And then just update. How's it looking now, Howard?
Are you further away now?
I can still see it.
Yep.
Ask me if I can see that one.
Can you see the other one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you can even say, oh, what I'd do, so what do you think you need to do now to make the car straight? I'll be like, steer that way. So bit by bit by bit, because I'm like just having a moment to think, oh yeah, I can see both lines. So I don't know, what do I do now?
How do you think you can straighten the car up?
Just do it to the right.
That's it. Yeah. If you do that. Stop. How's that looking now?
Better, but nearly parallel.
That's it.
The lines.
Okay.
Not quite. So I need to go a little bit more.
Once we've gone a little bit more and they're parallel, if you stop then. Okay, yeah. So now we're almost in the bay. All we need to do now is once we start moving, straighten up the steering.
Okay.
And then go straight back in the bay. Okay.
There?
That's it.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm right in the middle. How do I know how far back to go?
Caught me now.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
no good. Out roll. So.
Is it when you can see the back line of the bay in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not in the mirror. Well. Yeah, yeah, possibly. It's not wrong. I just think how I do it. How would I do this?
Yeah.
So I just say stop and then just ask the question. Just say, Harold, you can relax now because you've been on that clutch a while. So do you think that you're in the front of the cars? And I'll be like, I don't know. How do you tell? Should I get out? Well, I don't need to get out. You can do it from inside. I don't know then. So that's what I say.
Yeah.
So if you look at the end of the line that marks the end of the bay, like the front of the bay. Now there isn't a line drawn, but you've got the tips of the line. If you draw like your imaginary line through, where are they now? So are they about here? So all we're going to do is going to reverse a little bit more, and then they're just going to pop back under. Like, you know where we started? Yeah, it's about there. Just. Okay, so the first attempt's done. Let's just provide a little bit of feedback on that. So I thought it was very good. You could tell that the PDI had obviously put in a lot of preparation, a lot of study, a lot of work went into that, and I thought it went very well. What I particularly liked is at the start, good proactive Q&A, talking about risk, for example, where the pupil's going to look, why, using transferable skill like that. The PDI had good control over the pupil throughout the manoeuvre, doing things step by step, breaking things down, so that was excellent, and I really felt the pupil was learning at that point and seeing it bit by bit. The pupil became a little bit confused about one of the reference points at the start about positioning near the target bay. Maybe there a transferable skill could have been used. The pupil should already know how to position behind a give-way line to know where the front of the car is positioned. So maybe a transferable skill reference point could have been used there to speed things up a little bit. During it, we took some time to help the PDI establish their own instructor reference point, so their learning took place for the PDI, and then they can go out and practice that in their own car. So in all, a very good first attempt for the PDI. All they need to do now is get out and practice, take on board the feedback, work on those skills, and they will improve and get much better. I kind of helped you with that.
Yeah.
Because that's how you could join up previous lessons. And I thought you were doing good on that.
Yeah.
Putting up on the right, I've done that, that's good to go. I've done my turn in the road.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, yeah, you've thought about this, haven't you?
Yep.
You can tell. Seriously, you can tell. Good control, good instruction, clear communication, reference points, and all I had to do is give you a little bit of help on a tiny bit. Okay, so that's the end of our Bay Park video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please hit the like button, subscribe for future content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.